Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of January 2023. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we have the Five of Cups, clarified by death. In the challenging position, we have the Two of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups. In the present position, we have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Moon. And in the future outcome position, we have the amazing Sun, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Really great outcome to the month of January. A lot of wonderful things to look forward to for sure. But if we start from the beginning, in the past position, I do see the Five of Cups and the Death card, and of course this is a pretty heavy combination. Definitely a lot to take in emotionally, but the good thing, dear Scorpio, is that it is behind you. The loss has already taken place. The disappointment in a situation or in a relationship because it ended, because something went away, so that a new fresh energy can come in, or a new fresh relationship could come in, or a new fresh situation could start. Death does carry with it a certain amount of an emotional toll, but there is a reward, when something ends, something new begins, and that is important to remember. The Five of Cups is a card that, reminds us of stress in the moments when things don't go our way, but the good thing is that there is a bridge towards a house. So not everything is lost. This person chooses to dwell on the negativity and chooses to kind of focus on what went wrong rather than focus on what went right. It is the matter of perspective. It's not what happens. It is how you react to it that determines your reality, that determines the world that you live in. And actually, the end of something that affected you and made you sad in the past, the death card does bring a new day. So there is something that happens after, a completion that takes place. After an ending that takes place. So it's important to kind of remember to let things go as you move throughout your day, your week, your month, your year. Allow things to kind of flow through you, and allow things to kind of not really don't necessarily hold on to things, because that can prevent you from having that free-flowing energy, and also it will make things harder to manifest. So you want to allow death to bring about the ending, and sometimes death also means dealing with something that scares you, right? Because it immediately brings fear, and fear is an illusion. Fear is a distraction from what you need to accomplish in this lifetime. So do remember that it's not you needing more time, it's you having less distractions in your life. You are able to accomplish all your dreams and the goals that you have set for yourself. In the challenging position, we have the Two of Wands with a Three of Cups, which is an interesting combination. The Two of Wands definitely tells me that there may be some delays that you will be experiencing in the month of January, which may, of course, add to your anxiety. It also, the Two of Wands, sometimes, when you have the world in your hands, you allow other people to kind of get into your head. So it's really important important to recognize that you have to listen to your inner voice rather than to all the people around you, because they see the world as they are. They don't understand the world that you see, because you are, your point of view is separate from the way they see. They see the world from their perspective, from their experiences, from all the fears they've been through, from everything. So it's important to kind of listen to that inner guidance in which you direct, regarding which direction you should be moving forward in. And also, it's important to make decisions kind of quickly and not have to be stopped by fear of making the wrong choice. Because ultimately, the destiny that you have agreed to has been written for you, and you do have free will, but, most likely you won't make huge mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake here and there. Sometimes we get way too stressed out over that fear. Oh my gosh, if I make a mistake, the divine will get you back on track. You have to have faith in that. I remember I was moving to Florida, I think back in 2017, and I was just going through this agonizing decision. Should I move? Should I not? Should I move? Should I not? And it's just like, you can move for a year and then you can come right back. Sometimes decisions are a process. So it's okay to make the wrong decisions as long as you do the best you can. You put, all your effort into it, into making the right decision. But then when it starts to cross over, like, and driving you nuts, that's when you kind of have to put a kibosh on it and stop it, because you do have to protect your energy, and you have to have that faith that eventually you will end up in the right place in the right time, and all the things that did make sense all of a sudden will make sense. Faith is an important element, just like forgiveness is, just like letting go is, just like gratitude is. Faith in yourself, faith in the divine, that there is love that will overcome all, if you will. We do see the Three of Cups in the clarifying position, which tells me that you may be partaking a little bit too much in indulgence. When the Three of Cups shows up, it's all about kind of having a good time with like-minded people, but at the same time it's important to apply yourself and work hard, and because when you spend too much time socializing or in fun gatherings, there can also be gossip, there can also be drama, there can also be a little bit of negativity. So you don't want to kind of overindulge in that. But the Ten of Swords, is definitely a card that can create some stress, and it's important to recognize that you've been through the worst of it, and so there's a need in your life for a new beginning. There's a need for you to move forward, and leave something, let it be, whatever it may be. And I think that there is some anxiety with the moon here in the clarifying position, because the moon can be quite stressful because it is the unknown. The moon is all about things we feel but we do not see, and seeing is kind of comforting because it's that confirmation. When you have to see with your eyes, the confirmation comes from within. Your confirmation is knowing yourself and recognizing your triggers and recognizing what makes you feel good. There are environments where you feel better, and there are environments where you feel stressed. There are people that just by being around make you feel better. And then there are people who just by being around, without really doing anything or saying anything, make you feel stressed. Pay attention to those energies. Pay attention to the messages that your emotions are giving you. And the moon kind of requires you to rely and develop the inner voice, because when the moon is out, it's dark, and so you cannot rely on your vision. You have to rely on your hearing. You have to rely on your intuition. You have to rely on your listening skills, your touching skills, your smelling skills. All those things. So the moon is a reminder from the divine that you have to go inside, because your strength comes from the inside. The stronger you are on the inside, the more successful you are on the outside, because you are able to see what you need. You're able to surround yourself with what you need. You're able to focus on doing what you need. You're able to attract the right energy. The moon card is about fixing the feelings, the thoughts on the inside. It's about finding that moment of stillness on the inside. And that is when the joy comes. That's when the wish is granted, because you do have the sun in the future outcome position, and it's all about, for some of you it's about victory, for others it's about self-realization, for some of you maybe it's material abundance, and definitely there's some material abundance that is happening, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles in the clarifying position. And the Ten of Pentacles is a really nice card because it's all about legacy. It connects the generations and it continues that knowledge, what the generations have accumulated with painstaking hard work, not just the physical assets and money or whatever, but generation accumulate wealth also in the way they do things. Some families know how to do things better than others. That can also be part of the generational wealth. But let's see what we can clarify with a mystical wisdom card that I pulled earlier. And that is self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. That doesn't mean you're going to fly solo. That doesn't mean that you're going to be alone. You're surrounded by people, and especially family, and especially people that care about you and love you. But there is some fear that you may have regarding your own voice, regarding standing up for something. Like, you don't need to look for others to agree with you. You can have great ideas. You can have great thoughts. You can have correct, ideas and thoughts. So go forward with how you feel, because how you feel is accurate. Trust your own feelings. They're there for a reason. While you are loved and people really, appreciate you, it's okay to go out there and kind of let them know that, this is what your opinion is, because that helps you build confidence. It also helps you feel less anxiety. It's really, really important to connect with others and let them know what your message is as well, because you can be an example and showing, how brave you are to others. But let's see what we can clarify with the angel oracle card that I pulled earlier, and it says it's up to you. It's what you make of it. It's what the reaction that you have. Again, we are so distracted as people. We believe everything we see on the magazine covers and everything we see on TV. We don't realize that exists to make money, that exists to create an income. It's not necessarily that other people are having, a great time of it. A lot of people are struggling right now. And 2022 was quite a difficult year for many, many, many different people. It was a very hard, trying, difficult year. However, it's important to realize that you are the manifester, and that you are the creator, and that you work with the universe to create the life that you want. And it's important to quiet down other people, because other people don't really know. No one really knows what, the correct way of doing things are. And that's why it's important to be so authentic, because the answers about truth come from within. And so it's important to listen to that inner voice and realize that you already have an amazing life and an amazing world, and feel gratitude for it, because you're going to make it even more great. You have the Sun in the future outcome position. You have the Ten of Pentacles giving you that resource base. You have a lot of generational resources that can help you move forward and achieve the goals and the dreams that you have set for yourself. And justice is going to take place. You have justice at the bottom of the deck, which is definitely a card that says everything will go back to normal, because it's all about balancing. As long as you are able to balance things in your life really well, you will be successful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Scorpio, even if I did go on a little bit. Sorry about that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. Also, please don't forget to leave comments. I so appreciate the comments. Thank you so much for to everyone who does leave the comments. And also, don't forget to visit me on Instagram. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.